Why are we shocked of the outcome of this movie? The writers of this movie brought you Gods of Egypt, Power Rangers movie, which is, and Morbius. Like, why are we shocked of the outcome of this movie?
Here's Johnny.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Expecto Patronum!
Madam Webb stars Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney, and it's about Cassandra Webb develops the power to see the future. Forced to confront revelations about her past, she forges a relationship with three young women bound for powerful destinies if they can all survive a deadly present. From Marvel Studios, but the Sony Marvel Universe. Yes, the people that brought you the Venom movies and Morbius, comes Madam Webb. Listen, I don't know all the foes and characters of the Spider-Man universe in the comics. I don't know anything about Madam Webb. I like Dakota Johnson. She's very attractive, but she's also a very good actress. She's proven it many times, but I know a lot of you always think about 50 Shades of Grey. So this movie is coming out, and just all the badness for this movie was before it even came out, and it currently sits at a 15% Rotten Tomatoes. It's deserving, guys. This is 2004 Catwoman. This is one of the worst superhero movies that's out there. Honestly, this is a joke. This is a waste of your time if you're planning to see it. But hey, you got Sydney Sweeney to look at. I'll start with some positives. Dakota Johnson is not bad in the movie. Like, there's one or two scenes where she showed up to work. She was like, all right, I'm gonna do good today. But for the most part, it's her character and her script and her dialogue that we'll get more into. But Dakota Johnson is not a bad actress. You also have Sydney Sweeney, Isabel Merced, and Callista O'Connor. These three girls are the girls that she's trying to protect from this freaking Terminator Spider-Man coming after them. And these three actresses are all talented. They all three have big things coming up, especially Sydney Sweeney. Isabel Merced is going to be in the DC Universe. Callista O'Connor, I haven't recognized her. I could be wrong, but she was giving it in the movie, I could say. But there's one scene with a song they sing together. Like, they know a song. And I'm just trying, guys. This is bad. This is bad. I wanted to walk out. In the last 20 minutes, when things were starting to wrap up, I was like, can I just leave? Like, honestly, I did not want to sit and watch this movie because it never, ever intrigues you. I'll start with the negatives now. The script, it's atrocious. The dialogue is so bad. And it's so much written in crayon that, like, these actors are trying. They're trying. I mean, you got Adam Scott in there. He's trying to be quippy and funny, whatever. And his character's the only relation to Spider-Man, and that's it. This is not really a Spider-Man movie. There is relations to it all, obviously, with these Spider-Women and what their destinies are. But hey, the script, they're not going to give you character development. No, they're going to give you attractive, good acting's worth actresses, but they're going to give you nothing for their characters. They're going to give you nothing to really go on this adventure, because it is a Terminator movie. That's what it feels like, with a Spider-Man guy chasing him. That can sound really cool. She can see the future, and the movie does it plenty of times where things are happening and then it doesn't go right, and then she's like, oh, actually I saw the future. So there's like cool ideas for these characters, but the direction gives nothing. There's nothing in this movie that's a cohesive plot line with stuff just happening. When these action scenes happen, they're not creative, they're not long at all, and they're the most boring set pieces I've seen in a superhero movie in a long time. I mean, I don't know the budget of this movie, but these action scenes are pitiful. I mean, they're really pitiful, and I capitalize on all of that. The editing in this movie is atrocious. It is awful. They don't know anything about angles in this movie. I know it's hard to make a movie, but you're telling me there is many scenes where just things are happening and these characters are here and now they're here and now their character development is changing into this. Like, Dakota Johnson's character, like, she's kind of a dick. She doesn't care about these three girls. She just wants to know what's happening to her about her powers. And as soon as she gets these powers, it's like she like doesn't develop into them. She just gets them and it happens and things start happening and she starts seeing the past and the future and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like there's nothing to give her a character of Madam Web. It's just like, oh, superhero plans. You also have to protect these three women that I don't care about. Like, the plot is so boring. And these action scenes are boring. Nothing's interesting. And the dialogue is laughable. And the editing is atrocious. The direction is poorly done. I was bored. This movie is awful. It is awful. Is it worse than Morbius? You could make an argument. I don't know right now, but it's on the same level as Morbius. And Morbius is awful, so is this one. I'm going to give Madam Web an F. I don't know if I'm being too harsh, but like, I don't want to watch this movie ever again. Like, I don't. And to me, that deserves an F. I do not care to watch this movie. It is boring. It is awful. And there is no mid or post-credit scene. There's nothing. It's a standalone movie about Madam Web. And will it connect to anything? I guess it's going to try, because Sony, man, you guys just, they're awful. I don't like the Venom movies. I don't like the freaking Morbius. I don't like this movie at all. Good luck, Craven. Good freaking luck. And you guys enjoyed this movie review. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.